What's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is Jacob here, and in this video we're going to talk about how you can build a social circle. So if that is something you are interested in and you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, because I'll make videos on this channel about these topics, how you can meet new people in a much easier way. So that way you will be notified every time I'm having new videos on this channel. And if you're into self-development, how you can take your social life to the next level, this channel and video is for you. My name is Jacob Mullis, and I help people how to build a social circle and build social habits so they can find people in their current and new environment and go up and have the courage to talk to them and give a great first impression, and in general finding it way easier to communicate and use their social skills to connect and build relationships and friendships with people. This is something I've learned, and now I'm in my 30s and I've never met more people and had it easier to connect with people, despite of people saying it's difficult to make friends in a time like this and when you are an adult. And also people think if they move to another city or a new culture, then the culture barriers and the language barrier is the reason they don't have friends and a social life. But that's not true. I've managed to overcome all these things, and I'm an introvert as well. I used to be very shy, but these are things you can work on, and I've been able to travel to countries I didn't even speak the language. As long as people can speak English, it doesn't matter that you don't speak the language in the country and you don't know the cultures. That will actually make you stand out. So all these things are something that you can work on, and if that's something you want to learn, then make sure to watch this video until the end and make sure to subscribe. The first point I want to talk about here is opportunities. You need to put yourself out there in front of people and put yourself out in new opportunities, new environments, so you'll actually have a chance to meet people. What a lot of people doing, they procrastinate, they say, oh, I'm not ready, today is not a good day. But we have to make a decision to do it, to put us in front of people and talk to people, because then otherwise you don't have any opportunities to meet people. But we tend to think that we are too busy, we have a busy career maybe, or it's not a good time because of the pandemic and all on. But you have to realize that all these are just excuses. If you knew how to do this, you would also prioritize this and you will have a fun time going out and talk to people. So this is the first step you need to do, to put yourself out there and meet new people. And it's never a perfect time, but if you think it's not a good time today, then you might most likely don't think it's a good time tomorrow either, or 1 week from now, 3 months from now, maybe 5 years from now. So you have to make that decision at some point. So why not start today? And you can look back on last year in 2020 and see how many people you met there. And yeah, there was a lot of obstacle in the way, still is. Maybe your country was in lockdown and stuff, but you have to realize that people in a similar situation as you, living in the same area, was able to meet people despite of all this. And it's not about not respecting the local restrictions. No, it's simply finding solutions that will make this work. Because if you don't put yourself out there and put you in front of new opportunities, then nothing will change. What have you done for the past 6 months? It's the same results you will get in the next 6 months if you're doing the same things. It's pretty logical, but it's worth mentioning here. Point number 2 is decide who you are going to allow into your life, because that's so important. You should act from an abundance mindset where you have options to choose from. And that's true, because at the end of the day you can't meet all the people in the world. There's a lot of people in this world and you don't have time to meet all of them. So you need to decide what type of people do you like to become friends with. Positive friends who can help you in your journey or in your business or in your career, or something where you have shared interest, and general positive people who don't drag you down, but instead lifting you up and giving value to you and are able to make your day and time better. One mistake a lot of people do who don't have a lot of friends is they just take anybody, and they just come from a very scarcity mindset where they think everything is limited, they can't meet a lot of people, and that just get them to a very needy behavior. So they just want to become friends with everyone, but it doesn't work like that. And you can compare it to finding a girlfriend or a boyfriend, if you're a girl watching, you don't want to get into a relationship with just anybody. No, there need to be a match. You need to be on the same level. You need to enjoy each other's company and so on. And that's exactly the same when you should build your social circle. You need to have the right people, because you are a product of the 5 people you hang out with the most. So if you only hang out with people who's very negative and blaming other things and don't really do anything interesting in life, that's the lifestyle you're gonna get. So choose your friends carefully. And that's what happened maybe in the past, because you kind of got introduced to people by accident in school. You didn't pick your friends, you just maybe talked to a person who sat next to you in the school, and then you became friends with that person. But that's maybe the reason why you're not friends today, because you just drifted apart and maybe you started realizing that you didn't have that much in common. So don't choose your friends by accident, but actually think about what type of friends do you have, what type of people do you allow into your life, what type of friends do you want to spend your time with. That's super important. On the other hand, if you find people who are into self-development and traveling, and these topics also interest you, that's the people you want to make friends with, because then you're on the same level, then you have same goals and share same interests. And that's a much better and healthier relationship and friendships to have. The people who don't support your journey, then just cut them off, because what do you need them for? You don't owe them anything, so at the end of the day, just get rid of them, because then there will be room for new people. Abundance mindset. By the way, if you haven't done already, go get your phone and go follow me on Instagram, because on there I'll give you tips and ideas how you can build a social circle, how you can improve yourself, how you can improve your social skills, getting more confident in social environments, and having a better social life, even though you might be shy, introverted, being an adult and feel that there's less opportunities out there, because it's not true. There's so many opportunities there. Even if you're shy, even if you're an adult, and even in a time like this, you just need to learn how to see the opportunities. And most likely your mindset have convinced you for years now that this is not stuff you can reach, because some limiting beliefs you have, that maybe it's difficult to make friends as an adult, or it's difficult to make friends in your area. So go follow me on Instagram, because I give a lot of value nuggets out there on how you can do that. And feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions. Point number 3 is make time for it. We can all be busy from time to time, but you have to be willing to invest time and energy to meet people. I mean, unless you work 100 hours per week, then you of course have time to meet people. This is only an excuse, and maybe you feel it's uncomfortable to meet people, and that's why you don't prioritize it. But when you become good at it, then you will have the time, then you will find the time, and then it will be fun for you. And it's not about going out 7 days a week. Usually a couple of hours a week is more than enough. Just realize that people who've working the same amount of hours as you do, living in the same area, having your age, and are in a similar situation, have figured it out and met a lot of people despite of the pandemic, despite of everything. So ask yourself, why not you too? The next point is use social media and social proof to your advantage. What do I mean by that is use your social media to brand yourself, to kind of show people what a cool lifestyle you have when you're out with people or doing your passions and interest, if you're traveling or working on some projects or hitting the gym or going for a walk. Simply just show people who you are, because people want to be part of something fun. So if you're doing something fun, then people also want to be around you. I see it a lot of times where people don't have that many friends. Maybe they don't have friends, and at the same time they hate social media. But guess what? It's a downward spiral, because if you don't post on social media, then people will assume you don't have an interesting life. That's just how it is. I'm not inventing these rules. This is just how it is. So yeah, you can hate social media all you want, but then you're also missing out on a lot of opportunities, which you probably have already if you don't have social media, or if you don't have an action profile where you share your life. And when you use social proof to your advantage, meaning that you shoot a quick story when you're doing cool stuff with new people, then people also will see, oh, this is a person who have an active social life, and that activity sounds pretty cool. Maybe you're going to the gym, working out with your buddies, or you're going to a restaurant eating sushi or something like that. When people can see you having a life, then they also want to be a part of your life. And the next point, which is very important as well, is turn strangers into connections. You can talk to a lot of people, but if you don't get their social media accounts, their Instagram, Facebook or Snapchat or phone number, then how are you going to meet up with them again? That is very difficult because you might never see them again. So when you talk to them and you have an interesting conversation, then just say, oh, let's connect on Instagram, and then add them on your phone, on your account, so you stay connected. That will give you a chance to meet up with them later that week or when you both have time. But if you don't connect on social media or at least get their phone number, then you might never see them again. So this takes time, but it doesn't have to take that much of your time. You just need to go out of your comfort zone and try new things out. One thing you can do is to join my private Facebook group, How to Get a Better Social Life. I can link it here in the description, then you can go apply to join my private Facebook group. This is a small community where I'll give you value as well, how you can take your social life to the next level. You need to answer 3 simple questions. If you don't answer them, I don't give you access to the group because I want to make sure it's the right people who join my group. So go join my group. I think you will get a lot of value out of that. If you've tried for a long time to meet people, but you don't know how to take it to the next level, then you can also apply for a free consultation call. The way that works is step number 1, click the link in the description. That will bring you to a page. Step number 2 is to watch the free training video on my website. And step number 3 is to book a free consultation call. Fill out with your information and then I'll have some information about you. And then I'm gonna call you for a quick WhatsApp call to ask you a little bit more about your situation. And then we'll have the free consultation call where I'm gonna break down a step-by-step process on how you can improve your social life and building your social circle with like-minded people you want to become friends with. And then make sure to put these steps into practice so you will get the experience in and you will connect with more people. Never procrastinate because you only have one life and you need to make decisions when you're gonna start your self-development journey and when you're gonna start to step out of your comfort zone and jump at more opportunities. It's only you who can take the first step, so you need to be able to make that decision that you want to change this. So get out there and start practicing these things, and see you in the next video.